Sip Beer Review, Episode 1. Dare to Love It by Gamma Brewing Company from Denmark. And it is their West Coast IPA, 6.2%. Let's crack open.
Let's crack it open.
You excited?
Yeah. Nice colour.
There's the beer. Golden straw colour. Really, really white, fluffy head, hasn't it?
Yes.
That's sticking around. So the hops are Cascade, Centennial and Columbus.
It's the Cascade that I can smell.
And it's quite, I tell you what, it's very malt forward. Yeah?
Yeah, I can smell that.
You're quite good at flavours though, aren't you?
Yeah. It's definitely wheaty.
You think so?
Yeah.
So when we say it's quite malt forward, you've got Golden Promise, oat, wheat, Cara Pale, Cara Munich, and it's brewed with WLP 066. Which means absolutely nothing to a lot of people, but Jackie thinks it looks like because of the wheat. And yeah, it gives it a pale colour because of the wheat, absolutely. Also, the Cara Pale and the Cara Munich give it a little bit of colour onto there, otherwise it'd just be like a white beer. It would be really white.
You said it was quite hoppy, but I don't think it's not as... It's quite delicate hoppy.
Yeah, I think
sense.
that's because it's more malt heavy. Because there's quite a few malts in there going on.
Yeah, because I'm getting all that rather than that.
Yeah.
Hop. No, it's not.
It's got a hop to it, it's got a little bit of bitterness into it, obviously it's cut the sweetness out, but it's not really hoppy. It's a really, for, what is it, 6.2%?
Quite easy drinking.
It's very, very easy drinking for 6.2%. It doesn't taste strong. It's, you know what, it's a bang good beer.
In between.
It's a very good in between. For 6.2%, I would happily drink that all day. I'd be leathered. We're rating this.
Yes.
3 categories we have come up with. One is for the design of the can or the product. That's what we're going off, which also includes what it looks like in the glass. For design, I really like it, but I know for a fact that can confuses quite a lot of customers because you don't know what it is. So for me, it lets it down a little bit. But the style of beer, the percentage and the name of it, you've got to search for it. So for me, I'm going to give the design a 5 out of 10. So
I agree with what you're saying, but I agree with you. I like the design of the can. It's something that I'd probably pick up and look, but like you say, there's words on there that don't actually mean anything.
Yeah. The
design, I quite like it, so I'm going to go a 7.
A 7. Okay. So 5 for me, 7 for Jack. The second one is on the deliciousness, which we've just made up. I think that word doesn't even exist.
Deliciousness.
So that's going off the aroma, the taste, and the mouthfeel.
Oh, I smell a caramel then.
Yeah.
I think
so it comes through. So I like quite malty beers.
Yeah.
I would personally give that an 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
a solid 8 out of 10.
I think for me, the longer it's sat while we've been talking.
Yeah, it's warmed up a little bit and the malts have come through.
Yeah. And
so that's another thing you'll notice.
I didn't get that. I got when we opened the can and the initial aroma was, for me, it was overpowered with the wheat.
Yeah.
But now when I've just sort of smelt it 10 minutes in, that caramel, it's come through.
Yeah.
Which you can tell because it's
something that doesn't get talked about that much because people don't talk about as the beer warms up and flavour. You do with stouts, and a lot of people talk about with stouts and imperials and stuff like that, but also with, quite strong beers, that happens, the malt comes through because
I agree with you this time, which is not often, that op taste sometimes
it's too overpowering.
It's overpowering for my palate. But I really like it. I'm going to go for an 8 out of 10 as well.
An 8, so that's 2 solid 8 out of 10s.
Yeah.
So the drinkability is the final one, which basically means how many of them would you have? Would you have more than one? I personally would happily drink that, even though it's 6.2%. I would happily drink that for a good few hours.
Yeah.
So for me, saleability is...
Well, as long as you could until you
fell over, yeah, definitely. So I'm going to give it another 8 out of 10.
I'm going to go one higher, and I don't know if it's because...
Female perspective.
Yeah. But I think that's quite kind on the palate, sorry. And I think you could probably, like you say, you have your easy drinkers, and even though that's a top, quite a high percent really, it doesn't really have that taste of it. No. So I think
You went for 9.
Drinkability, yeah, is 9.
9 out of 10.
Yeah.
So there's the 3. So out of a possible 60, got 45, which...
Sorry. I think the biggest downfall was
the design.
the design.
Biggest
Because
downfall to design.
what's in
So
it.
if you're not asked about the design,
Yeah.
and you like what's inside a can, you know, this is a cracking beer.
Yeah, definitely.
So as a review for it, it does exactly what it says. It doesn't say on the tin. And listen to the review to find out why. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Hope you enjoyed.